Okay, so I worked at Air Canada for 5 years, and my first job I was working on the ramp doing baggage. My second job was doing the planning for employees that were going to work flights, who was going to be at the gates to scan tickets and stuff. And so normally when planes come in, they get groomed right away. But if the plane's not on going on another flight, they'll go to the hangar to get cleaned. And usually the flight attendants are supposed to check, like, make sure there's no one on the plane, basically.
Right.
Before they
no
get
one
off.
hiding in the
So
plane.
there was this old lady. She was like 80 years old,
Okay.
and the flight attendants missed her.
Missed her, like she's sitting in her seat.
Like she's sleeping in her seat,
Okay.
and they missed her. So everyone gets off the plane. That plane gets towed to the hangar.
And it's sitting there in the
Yeah.
dark, and the lady's still sleeping.
Yeah. So this lady's parents, or not parents, kids, because she's 80. Her kids, all right.
Where's my
At
mom?
the Air Canada, it's being like, where's my mom? Like, she should be here. And like, well, she was on the flight. Maybe you missed her coming out of customs. So anyways, 4 hours later, 4 hours, this grooming goes onto the plane, and they hear this lady screaming, being like, get me out of here! Get me out of here! And basically, what happened was they forgot to grab her.
Well, how would you
missed her.
forget though? Like, wouldn't you see a head? Was she short or?
Honestly, they probably were just like, who the hell's gonna stay on the plane?
Yeah, but if you just take a quick look to the back of the plane, you'll see like heads peeping out of the seats, right? Or no?
Oh, like,
Unless you're too short and the seat,
like,
front seat covers your face.
This is like a 1 in a million. Like, it really
Yeah.
is.
I would feel like height actually matters quite a bit in this situation, though, no? Am I wrong?
But you know what? You're sleeping. You got your head kind of rested down.
Yeah, and you get missed. Interesting. So 4 hours later, they retrieved her. So what were the kids doing in that time? Do you know, or
They were literally just waiting at the airport.
they're just waiting in case their mom shows up?
Yeah, because they're basically like, there's no way she's come through customs.
Didn't they like go through some cameras or something at the airport? Because like it's gotta be pretty weird. If you know the person was on the flight, right? That you guys know that for sure, right? And
No, they didn't go through any cameras or anything like that. They should have.
they should have, right? Because you guys definitely know that this person was on the flight. You have that information for sure. I would think. So yeah, it's pretty weird that they're like, my mom's lost, and interesting. And she didn't have a cell phone on her, I'm guessing.
No.
It's probably a good.
I bet you Air Canada, they probably paid like $100K just to hush it.
Really?
Cause like it was gonna be big news, but they're like keep it under wraps, and it keeps some like literally like you lose an old lady on a plane, like that's a, and that makes the news. Does not look good.
Maybe, I don't know. I would think this is the lady's fault from beginning to end, right? You fell asleep on the plane. You didn't wake up when they're like, "Hey, please, depart the plane." You didn't bring a cell phone with you. But at the same time, I guess they should make sure the plane is clear before they tow it away and lock the doors.
Yeah, like imagine if it was you. You were just sleeping, and then you wake up and you're like, "Where the fuck am I? The plane's
Yeah,
not at the
what would
gate."
you do, right? Especially if, like, you said the grooming is that's not on, like, a set schedule, I would think, right? So if they show up a week later instead, they're gonna find a dead old lady, right?
Yo,